You feel it, don't you? That creeping anxiety, that unbearable nagging voice in your head that whispers, you're wasting your life. You ignore it, you numb it with distractions, but deep down, you know the truth. You are running out of time. The years are slipping through your fingers, and with every second you hesitate, another man, one who started with nothing just like you, is out there, taking everything that should have been yours. And when you finally wake up, when you finally decide to take this seriously, it will be too late. You've been lying to yourself for years, telling yourself you're working on it, that one day you'll get serious, that eventually you'll have the life you deserve. Enough. You don't deserve anything. The world does not care about your dreams. It does not care about your potential. It does not care about the excuses you whisper to yourself in the dark. It only cares about one thing: results. And right now you have none. Every morning you wake up to the same life you despise. You drag yourself out of bed, already defeated, already exhausted, not from effort, but from the crushing weight of knowing you're wasting your existence. You scroll through your phone, consuming garbage, watching men who have already conquered while you sit in silence, rotting in the background. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow comes and you're still the same weak, invisible, powerless man. And do you know why? Because you have let weakness become your identity. You have let comfort sedate you. You have let mediocrity wrap its chains around your neck while you smile and pretend you're just taking your time. You are being erased from history before you're even dead. And while you sit there, another man, one who isn't stronger than you, one who isn't smarter than you, but one who simply refuses to be weak, is building an empire. He is grinding in silence. While you sleep, he's training. While you make excuses, he's executing. And in a few years, you will see him driving the car you always wanted, living in the house you used to dream about, standing next to the women who wouldn't even look at you. And in that moment, when you see him standing where you should have been, the regret will be unbearable, and it will be too late. Because while you were waiting for motivation, while you were distracting yourself with mindless entertainment, he was moving without permission, without validation, without making a single sound. He grinded in silence, and now he owns everything that should have been yours. So I ask you, are you ready to change? Or are you going to keep waiting, keep hoping, keep watching other men win while you fade into nothing? Decide right now, before another second is wasted. I was once exactly where you are, weak, broke, forgotten. I walked through life like a ghost, unseen, unheard, unimportant. I had no power, no influence, no respect. People looked through me like I wasn't even there, and it made me sick. But I refused to stay that way. I trained until my body ached. I studied until my brain burned. I worked until I collapsed, only to wake up and do it again. And I did it all without a single word. While the weak begged for encouragement, I embraced the suffering alone. While others bragged about their half-measured efforts, I moved in complete silence. And now they have no choice but to notice me. But most of you will never experience that transformation. You will never know what it's like to walk into a room and command respect without speaking. You will never know what it feels like to see the same people who once ignored you now fear your presence. Because you are too soft, too addicted to comfort, too busy pretending you're working on it while you waste your years on distractions. Do you even understand how pathetic that is? You sit there watching interviews of successful men, convincing yourself that learning is enough. It's not. You consume motivation like it's an addiction, but you never act. You pretend you're getting ready, but deep down, you know the truth. You are afraid of the work. You fear the grind. You fear the silence. You fear the loneliness of true discipline. And that fear is the reason you will never have power, because power is taken, not given, and it is taken in silence. The world doesn't reward those who talk about success. It rewards those who show up every day and execute without hesitation. It rewards those who grind so relentlessly, so brutally, that by the time people realize what's happening, it's already too late to stop them. Will you be one of them? Or will you stay exactly where you are, forgotten, invisible, weak? You are running out of time. You don't feel it yet, but you will. The years are slipping away. The seconds you waste now will haunt you forever. One day you will wake up, stare at yourself in the mirror and be disgusted. You will see the body you never built, the money you never earned, the strength you never developed, and by then it will be too late. This is not some motivational speech to make you feel good. This is a warning. Look at your life. Really look. What have you done? What have you built? Where is the proof of your effort? Because if you don't have an answer, then you are failing. And failure is not something that happens overnight. It's a slow, silent death. Every time you hit snooze, every time you delay action, every time you tell yourself tomorrow instead of now, you are digging your own grave. And while you are rotting in comfort, another man is out there taking everything that should have been yours. Right now, there is a man who wakes up at 4 a.m. without hesitation. A man who pushes himself past exhaustion, past pain, past every excuse you've ever made. A man who doesn't post about his efforts, who doesn't seek applause, who doesn't need validation, because he understands that results are the only proof that matters. And soon you will see him. You will see him drive past you in the car you always wanted. You will see him walk into a room commanding respect without saying a word. You will see him living in the house that could have been yours, standing beside the woman who wouldn't even look at you. And in that moment, when you realize that he was never more talented than you, never smarter than you, never luckier than you, just more relentless than you, the regret will be unbearable. And the worst part, you will know deep down that you let it happen. You had the time. You had the opportunity. You had everything you needed to win, but you chose to waste it. This is your last warning. Either wake up now, shut up and move, or stay weak, stay forgotten, and watch as another man lives the life that should have been yours. The choice is yours, but remember, time does not care. It will move forward with or without you. You are already behind. From the moment you wake up, you are already losing. Because while you are still debating whether to get up, whether to start, whether to try, another man has already won the day before it even started. And when you meet him, he will destroy you. Because life is not fair. It does not reward those who mean well. It does not care about your excuses. It only rewards those who show up, execute, and dominate. Right now, while you waste time, another man is becoming stronger, sharper, richer, more powerful. And when you finally decide to get serious, you will realize he is already too far ahead. He has already built the network, the wealth, the discipline, the mindset that you kept delaying. And you will be left behind, scrambling to catch up, but it will be too late. Because while you were busy looking for motivation, he was building his empire in silence. This is how winners move. They do not announce their goals. They do not seek validation. They do not ask for permission. They grind in silence, stacking wins, accumulating power until they are so untouchable that the world has no choice but to respect them. And that is what you must do. From this moment forward, you cut out every weak habit. No more mindless scrolling. No more one last episode. No more wasting time with people who add nothing to your life. You move with purpose. You grind without noise. You wake up before the sun. You build without distraction. You suffer without complaint. Because every sacrifice you make brings you closer to domination. And when the world finally sees what you have become, it will be too late for them to stop you. The question is, will you be the one who dominates or the one left behind, watching another man take what should have been yours? Decide now, before another man makes the decision for you. Look at yourself. Are you proud, or do you see a man who has wasted his potential? Because here is the brutal reality. If you are not moving forward, you are dying. Every second you hesitate, every excuse you make, every time you allow weakness to dictate your actions, you are falling further behind. The world does not wait for the weak. It erases them. And right now, you are on the verge of being erased because the men who rise to the top, the ones who own the cars, the houses, the businesses, the respect, the influence, they are not special. They are not superhuman. They simply refuse to be weak. They sacrifice comfort. They grinded in silence. They moved with discipline so ruthless that by the time the world realized what was happening, they were already too powerful to stop. And now they walk into any room and own it. But you blend into the background, unnoticed, unimportant, forgotten. And the worst part, it's your fault because you had the time. You had the ability. You had everything you needed to win, but you were too soft, too afraid, too busy watching life instead of taking control of it. This is your last chance. You either burn your old identity to the ground and rebuild yourself into a machine, or you stay exactly where you are, weak, invisible, and powerless. No more waiting, no more distractions, no more weakness. You move in silence. You grind when no one is watching. You build your empire while the world sleeps. Because when you finally step into the light, they will not recognize you. And by then, it will be too late for them to stop you. So what's it going to be? Will you be another nobody, forgotten in the sea of weak men? Or will you grind in silence until the world has no choice but to acknowledge your greatness? Decide, because time is running out. Look at your life. No more delusions, no more lies, no more pretending. Look at it. Are you where you want to be? Are you powerful? Are you wealthy? Do you walk into a room and command respect without saying a word? Or do people look right through you, just another average, forgettable man? Because if you are not winning, you are losing. There's no neutral ground, no in between. The world is at war, and every second you hesitate, another man is taking what should have been yours. Every time you delay, another man moves ahead of you. Every excuse you make, every moment you waste, every bit of weakness you tolerate within yourself, it all adds up. And when the day comes that you finally decide to take action, you will look around and realize you were too late. The empire you could have built, it belongs to someone else. The wealth you could have had, already in another man's bank account. The power, the respect, the influence, the life you always wanted, gone. Because while you were waiting for the right moment, someone else was grinding in silence. And now he owns everything that should have been yours. You have been lied to your whole life. They told you to take it slow. They told you to enjoy the journey. They told you money isn't everything. And you believed them because it was easy, because it made you feel good, because it gave you permission to be weak. But look where that weakness has left you. Look at your bank account. Look at your body. Look at the life you have accepted for yourself. Are you proud? Or are you sick to your stomach, knowing that you could have been so much more? Do you think the men who rule this world took it slow? Do you think the billionaires, the warriors, the leaders, the kings of industry wasted time finding themselves while others were working? No. They took action. They sacrificed. They bled for their success. They were willing to suffer for what they wanted. And now they walk through life untouchable. And you are invisible, a shadow, a ghost, a spectator in a world controlled by men who refuse to be weak. You think you have time, you don't. Every second you hesitate is a second you will never get back. Every wasted moment is another nail in the coffin of your potential, but you don't feel it, not yet. Right now, you're still convinced that one day you'll change, that eventually you'll start grinding, that tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow is the biggest lie you have ever believed, because tomorrow never comes. It turns into next week, then next month, then next year, until one day you wake up old, weak, broken, and full of regret. And that regret, it will crush you, because by then, the world has moved on. No one will care about what you could have been. No one will care about your lost potential. You will sit there staring at the walls of a life you despise, knowing that you did this to yourself. And the worst part, you will not be able to go back and fix it. You will scream at the universe for a second chance. You will beg for more time, but it will not come. And you will die with the knowledge that you could have been powerful. You could have been a king. You could have had everything, but you were too weak to take it. And if that doesn't terrify you, then you deserve to lose. Because right now, there is still time. Right now, you still have a chance to turn it all around. But the window is closing, fast. This is your final moment of clarity. The last time you will see the truth before you let the comfort and distractions of the world drown it out again. So what are you going to do? Are you going to keep waiting? Keep hesitating? Keep pretending you'll start tomorrow? No more talking, no more excuses, no more waiting. You grind in silence. You suffer in silence. You work while others sleep, build while others waste time, and push through pain while others cry about how hard it is. You become ruthless with your time, your discipline, your ambition. You cut out everything that makes you weak. No more scrolling, no more distractions, no more wasting time with people who add nothing to your life. You wake up before the world. You build in the dark. You push yourself so far that by the time the world sees what you've become, they will not recognize you. And by then, it will be too late for them to stop you.